Hello, guys. This is Anthony Odhiambo, and I'm here with my partner and colleague, Luisa Libese. And today we are going to have a discussion after a story that is going to be read by Luisa. And the story is about a man called Odhiambo. And after the story, we are going to have a good discussion about how to find peace in personal finances. And I want to believe that with this discussion, it's going to be an eye opener for you so that you will be great in your personal finances. So you're welcome. Anyway, thank you, Lisa. I want to introduce you to come here and discuss about this good story. But first of all, read for us the story so that we are going to analyze it and also discuss about it. Thank you. God bless you and welcome.
Oh, thank you, Anthony, for that beautiful introduction. And this week, we're just going to give you story after story after story. So I hope you enjoy and have really nice time and you're able to learn something from this story. So we're going to read a story about a man called Odhiambo. So stay keen and listen. So once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a man named Odhiambo. He had a deep understanding of personal finance and believed in the power of using his wealth for the betterment of others. Odhiambo decided to dedicate himself to charitable acts, aspiring to create positive change in his community through financial assistance. He generously donated to various causes supporting education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation initiatives. So Odhiambo understood that his financial resources could uplift those in need and make a difference in their lives. He did not seek recognition for his contributions, but rather aimed to bring joy and comfort to the less fortunate. Despite his noble intentions, not everyone in the city viewed Odhiambo's philanthropy with admiration. Some individuals skeptically questioned his motives, suspecting that he had ulterior motives or seeking attention through his charitable acts. This negative perception bothered Odhiambo and made him question whether his efforts were truly worthwhile. So in his moments of uncertainty, Odhiambo turned to prayer, seeking guidance and protection from God. He prayed for the strength to stay committed to his values and to continue his philanthropic endeavors, even in the face of criticism and negativity. He believed that with God's guidance, he would overcome any obstacles in his path. So as time went on, Odhiambo's financial contributions began to have a visible impact in the community. The schools he supported flourished with improved facilities and resources. Families received assistance through his contributions, allowing them to lead better lives. So gradually, those who had doubted Odhiambo's intentions began to see the positive outcomes of his intentions. They witnessed firsthand the positive change he was creating and realized that the sincerity of his efforts. Odhiambo's commitment to using his wealth for the greater good slowly won over the hearts of even the most skeptical individuals. So eventually, the negativity and doubts surrounding Odhiambo's philanthropic endeavors faded away, replaced by admiration and gratitude from the community. So people began to recognize and appreciate his kindness and selflessness. They turned to him for financial advice and often sought his guidance to giving back to the community. So Odhiambo's story in personal finance highlights the reality that everyone will understand or appreciate the good deeds or financial decisions one makes. However, through prayer and seeking God's guidance, one can find strength and protect themselves from the negativity In the long run, the impact of those good deeds and financial actions will shine through, earning respect and admiration from others. So just as Odhiambo turned to prayer for protection and guidance, individuals can turn to their faith for support in the face of criticism and doubt. By staying committed to their values and continuing to make positive financial choices, they can create lasting change and inspire others to do the same. So in the end, Odhiambo's story reminds us that using our personal finances for good can have a transformative impact on both our lives and the lives of those around us. Through faith, prayer, and a steadfast commitment to doing good, we can navigate any challenges that come our way and bring about positive change in the world of ours. So once again, I just hope you are all doing well today, and let us resonate and discuss this beautiful topic of this man named Odhiambo. So Anthony, thank you and welcome.
Anyway, Luther, I appreciate for reading the story. The story was very impactful. If you can listen to it deeply, it has a lot of lessons for other people today can learn from that story. It's a fiction story, but it's a story that can change someone's life. So remember that we are here at Concanto.com23, and I'm here with my partner and a co-host, Luisa, and we are going to talk about finding strength in personal finance, as you just heard from the story of Odhiambo. Welcome, Luisa.
Wow, thank you. And I just hope we're all doing well, as I had said, because in today's story, we want to discuss the story that truly resonates with the idea of doing good in personal finance, even when we are faced with criticism or negativity, which is a major challenge that most people in this world of ours are facing today. So I think this is really a nice story, and it can be of inspiration to someone. It can motivate someone. It can change someone's life, because you find that people really criticize people. You try to make a change, people will think that you're just showing off, or some can even start telling you, oh, where does she get the money? Where does he get the money? Has she or he joined some cults or whatever? So I like how Odhiambo decided to just turn to God, and he proved everyone wrong. And while I was reading this story, I just, how can I say it? It came to my mind because there's this quote I really like saying, when Satan wants you to cry and you laugh, you defeat him. So Odhiambo really turned tables around, and he proved everyone wrong. So what do you think from your side?
Yeah, that's great. I agree with you, Luisa. Criticism is part of life. And sometimes if we don't take it positively, then criticism, especially the negative criticism, can make someone to not to work so hard or to give up. But within the story of Odhiambo, we understand that when you are faced with criticism, one thing that you need to do, you need to run to God, and you need to pray.
Sure.
You also need to pray for others too. So that's why when we read this story, it gives us, it makes us to understand that sometimes when we are wealthy, we need to use the betterment of others or the betterment of our wealth to improve our community. But remember that as you do that, you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges along the way. And that's why you said, sometimes when we have already made ourselves to have a lot of wealth, maybe we were saving and then we did investment and many other things, some people will not understand that. And they will start accusing you of either getting involved with some cult or being part of money laundering, which might not be true. So sometimes if we understand where our wealth is coming from, and we need also to give part of improving our community, then what you need to do as a Christian, you need to go to your knee and pray for them as you pray for your protection and guidance. Thank you, Lisa.
Pray. That's true. That's true, because you find out that this story also demonstrates that doing good things with your money doesn't always guarantee that everyone will appreciate or support your actions. So people will always have their opinions, and some might even dislike us for our good deeds. And as God blesses you, and the more you help people, the more you support people, the more you give, the more you help the needy, that's the more God blesses you. God opens doors for you. So, and as you give, you pray, you thank God, you appreciate. And just like Odhiambo did, and God protects us. This reminds me, you see, when you pay your tithe is your protection. Just like I discussed in one of our previous videos. And when you give tithe, it is a protection from the devourer, and it increases your finances. It also acts as an act of abundance. God blesses you abundantly. So it is very good when you give your tithe as a way of appreciating God, and you will just see that God will do a lot of miracles in your life. Yeah. So unless you have something to add on that.
I love the fact that you just mentioned something that sometimes when we do good, it's not a must that people will appreciate our good deed. And this, it can take us back to the Bible. When we read the story of Jesus, Jesus did a lot in terms of healing the sick and even feeding those who didn't have food or they were hungry. They were hungry. He did a lot of things, but at the end, what happened? He was crucified.
Good thing.
So, so with that, and it
was
helps us to understand that the importance of prayer and seeking God's guidance. When we talked about Odhiambo, he turned to prayer for personal. He turns to prayer for protection and strength. And he allowed, this allowed him to stay true to his belief and continue doing good despite the negativity. Because there's no way you can do without negativity. I was looking at another, I think it's a fiction video that was, I think I saw it in Instagram, whereby there is this guy is riding on the donkey, and the wife is riding on the donkey, and for him he's walking, and then they started talking about, look at him, he's on the donkey, and the wife is walking. Why don't the wife be in the donkey? Look at this stupid man. And then after some time, so he came out from the donkey and the wife was in the donkey. And then they had also to say that, look at him, the donkey has a big space. Why don't both of them be on the donkey? And then all of them were on the donkey. And then they were saying that, oh, look at this couple, poor donkey. The donkey is suffering. He's carrying all of them, and then all of them came down. And then the same people said that, look at these people, they're stupid. The donkey is just walking instead of them riding on the donkey. So people will have a story to tell about us. What we need to do is we need to continue being in prayer for protection and strength, and this will allow us to stay true and be in our beliefs and continue doing the good thing despite the negativity. Lisa?
Wow, that is very true. I really like that example that you're giving. I'm saying that's true. I really like the example that you're giving. I also saw that video. It's quite funny. And it's just a powerful reminder that external validation is not necessary for your personal finance success. What truly matters is staying committed to your values and being guided by your faith. So you like people's opinions really don't matter, because at the end of the day, people will have their opinion, but you have to weigh what do they bring to your table, or how can I say it? How is their opinion of help to you? Is it of growth, or is it just bringing you down? Because at the end of the day, human beings will always have opinions about others, whether good, whether bad. So you just have to master the art of ignoring the opinion and doing you and pricing you. And you find that there's this book I was reading, and just allow me to read it. It's about the best influence, and it tells us about the major reason why many people fail today is because they look to others for how to behave, how to act, etc. Those who look to others for what to say, what to do, and how to behave, circumstances dictate their direction. Just like you said about those people on the donkey. The greater challenges we face today is that we are tempted to look to others for solution. You see, if only you have an independent mind, a mind of God that will speak for itself, you will not copy others or look to others for direction or opinion or validation or what they think. So when you look to others for an answer, you will not make a difference in your world. Man has the ability to lead. The Holy Spirit leads as he wills. So the Holy Spirit is the best influence. Allow the one who created you to influence you in everything you do. That is just a book I read, and I really loved that part, because you find that most of us, we are in a world full of competition. So people will just make comments to bring you down so that you can stop and step back. So while you're still holding back or behind, they will move forward and they'll leave you there, and still they will laugh at you. So that's why we say people's opinions should not really matter. They should not be, you should not even bother. That is the word. Same to personal finances. When you get your money and you try to get something, let me use this example. Maybe you have money, you get yourself something very expensive. Everybody will criticize, you see? And when it's their turn, they will still get themselves something beautiful or expensive. And you won't maybe make a compliment, but you find out that at the end of the day, when they make those opinions and they hurt you, you start slowing down on giving or helping or doing something, or maybe supporting the needy, because you think people will think that I'm showing off. No, you do it. And the best way to do it is when you're going to give someone something, you pray or say a word about it. You say, God, thank you for giving me, and I'm helping this or that. So let your will be done. And that's it. And you just block people's opinions, because only you know what you want in your world, unless you just want your world to crumble. And then you want me to say, you either age bitter or you age happier. So Anthony, up to you.
Yeah,
it's up to the next.
I really love the way you you've just explained and
Yeah.
elaborated about the issue with how people opinion according to the book that you read. And I want to believe that is a very good book. You'll have to talk to me. They say at the back of the tent, you'll talk to me much about it so that I can understand more about the book. Yeah, I was also reading, I think it was someone's blog about these new couples who moved in the neighborhood, and then like now the husband and the wife of the other house were always seeing this woman outside there because it was summer. And these ladies, the new couple moved in were not originally from here in United States, so they came from Africa. And like in Africa, we like washing our clothes and hanging them in the light outside. So, so she washed the clothes in the morning and hung them, and they were like white clothes. And this lady, instead of coming out from the door so that she can check,
just trying to imagine how funny that is.
Yeah, she can check how the clothes are. So she started giving her opinion to the husband. Oh, look at this new couple. They just move in. And even the wife doesn't know how to wash clothes. You see, those white clothes are not even white. They look like brown. So, and every time the husband could come in, could tell the wife, no, those clothes are white. But the wife could insist they're not white because the wife could be seeing those clothes from the window, and the window glasses were dirty. So what was preventing her from seeing the really clothes that they're white, it was the window which was dirty. So they were saying that, people...
Her own window.
Yeah. some of us, we are having problem with, if you're full of jealousy, envy, and so many things that are blocking your mind, you never see the good thing from another person unless you remove them. So criticism are always there.
That's
and we need to work extra hard in terms of ignoring them and working hard in doing exactly what we are called to do. So that's why when we talk about personal finances, it isn't just about accumulating wealth. It is about using that wealth to make a positive impact. And sometimes that means going against the gain and staying resilient in the face of criticism. And that's why you could see Odhiambo. He was a philanthropic. He was helping the community, though people could criticize him. And because he knew the importance of personal finance, so he could educate them how to save money, how to budget. He could help them to do everything that they need, and also paying for children's school fees, giving them ideas how they can get money, how they can educate their children. So the story of Odhiambo is a great story. Lisa.
That's very true. And prayer is a very powerful weapon. And you find that there's this book in the Bible where they say, God will bless you in the city and God will bless you in the countryside. So when you pray, God just blesses you. He opens doors for you. And you find that everything you touch just flourishes. And I learned that knowledge plus understanding is equals to wisdom. So when you have knowledge and you have understanding, you definitely have wisdom. So once you're wise, you just find yourself, God just blessing you. You know what is right. You know how to handle situations like criticism when they come, when people want to make opinions, you know how to like dodge, and yeah, so by anchoring ourselves in prayer and seeking God's guidance, we can find the inner strength needed to persist. So we won't be bothered by negativity or other opinions from other people, because we know what we are doing is right. Just as I had explained earlier, you don't need anybody's validation. You don't need anybody. If you feel you need to do something good for yourself, do it for yourself. If you feel that you want to support someone or make someone happy, just do it. Do what your heart feels happy. And I always believe when you do it from the heart, it's from God. Because if you don't want to do something and even someone forces you, even if you help someone, trust you me, and you do it with a negative heart, God still doesn't accept it. Same to offering. When you give your offering and you're like, why do I want to give? I only have this 100 bob, God, and I don't have fare, but let me just give you. You see, you already, your heart is not pure when you're giving it. You're not genuine at heart. So God just loves a genuine heart. That is the word. In finances, in loving people, genuinity runs everything, and so does prayer. But prayer is the best weapon in everything. And when you pray, you definitely have a peaceful mind. They always say that prayer is the only thing that you can send in the future. Yeah. So Anthony, if you have something else to add.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because of our time, the time is running. Yeah. Exactly what you're saying is true. It's about seeking. It's not about seeking everyone approval. It's about doing good and making difference in people's life. We might face some hurdles along the way, but with prayers, we'll find the wisdom and protection needed to overcome all of them.
That's very true, because when you find that whether it's donating to charity, supporting a cause, or making ethical financial decisions, you just have to remember the story of Odhiambo. Trust in God for guidance, stay true to your values, and know that your actions can create lasting positive change. Yeah?
Yes. What you're saying is true. And yeah, so always we need to make sure that we remember, we have to remember that every time when we're having this discussion, we don't need to forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. When you subscribe, you support us in making more great content that is going to help you in your personal finances and faith. And I want to believe everything will be great. Yeah. So, Luisa.
Okay, thank you. Today's discussion was quite interesting and I love it. So don't hesitate to give your comment on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, because we are here for you. We are here to change your financial gears. And once again, thank you everybody for joining us, for listening to this discussion. And just a reminder, remember that we have the book that is out by my brother Anthony here, My Pocket Friend Abroad. You can grab your copy from Amazon and other sites, and you will just be happy to get more knowledge. Also, remember that on 30th, that is on Sunday, we have a normal monthly webinars, and we will be having a guest speaker, Sheila Mboga, who will be talking about financial goals. We all know that we have different financial goals that we would love to achieve. So just remember, the time is at 2 p.m. East time, that is the US, and we have 9 p.m. the Kenyan time, that is East African time. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Concanto23 and Facebook as well. You can email us at concanto@gmail.com. And don't forget to enroll your kids. You enroll your kids plus yourself as a parent, so that you can get the knowledge and you are able to guide your kid on how to handle their finances, because we know this is a topic that is not taught in most schools. Also, stay tuned, and we just want to say God bless you and have a lovely time. I was your financial coach. Sorry for that. Luisa Libese, and with me here is Anthony Odhiambo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you for being with us in
God
this
bless.
great conversation. Thank you.